I'm definitely not the fastest person on my team, but I do try my best. And I remember my last race that I did, trying to run with my team. It was awful. I just was bawling because I hated that my team was seeing me in pain. I was going in for a checkup, and the doctor had done just a scoliosis check.
Had her bend over, and at that moment she's like, oh, she has scoliosis. And it was surprising to me as her mother. I'm like, how did I miss that?
It was a difficult time. I think as a parent, you feel like your role is to protect them and to take those things away and shield them from pain, really. And it was not something we could do. And it was impacting her ability to enjoy life.
We went to Dr. Nielsen, and my first checkup, it was around 38 degrees. And when I came back, it had increased 10 degrees, and he was deeply concerned and advised surgery, which terrified me.
Spine surgery is pretty stressful. As scoliosis surgeons, we really want them to do well and want them to have the best possible outcome. The beauty of MySpine is that from a patient's perspective, if you show them a model of a spine and show them where you have to put the screws and where the dangerous structures are, and tell them that you have to do it blindly, I think they look at you cross-eyed and think you're crazy. But if you show them that with a 3D model of the spine, you have a guide to help you put that screw exactly where it's supposed to be and avoid the dangerous things that are nearby, and that you can pick the size of your screws and that you can pick the length of your screws and exactly where they're going to fit, I think that they're going to really pick this themselves because they're going to see how much safer it is, that they can get better correction. I don't think that they're going to have any issue understanding that.
It was amazing to me when he talked about this Medacta protocol that he'd used, and I'd never heard of it before. They had this little guide that would clip on the back of my daughter's spine in the middle of surgery and guide these screws to the exact precise location, the exact depth. And the mom in me was most excited when I heard the statistics, that the error rate went from somewhere in 20% down to 2%. And that just seemed like a no-brainer to me that that's what I wanted her to have.
I've been doing this for 20 years, and so I have a fair amount of experience with a lot of companies. Medacta, in many ways, has been just so easy and so pleasant to work with. If you can see how that when you strip that muscle off and hold that guide on and put those pins in, and you basically can put 1 screw per minute in the spine. So if you can improve the correction, decrease the operative time, decrease the amount of complications, decrease the surgeon's stress, improve the outcome, shorten the healing time, and provide more motion afterwards, then I think you've got a winning combination. And I think this does that. And I've not seen any other technology that really can encompass all those aspects of spine surgery and do it so cheaply and efficiently.
Before Taeya had surgery, she was in a lot of pain. She would do her race events, and sometimes towards the end, she couldn't even finish a race. She would be in tears and walk off and just couldn't finish. And it was crushing as a parent to watch and just heartbreaking to see, but it was all worth it to see her now, almost a year post-op, and she can do almost everything she did before. And she's been able to go back to running and been able to be real successful in that.
The coaches award that I received, it's for the athlete that the coaches are most proud of the year. And once my coach explained, it was because I was so willing and so strong just to go back to running, to go back and try harder than I ever had before, that it seemed amazing.